And at what level would you say that now this is worth an investment? Because we have had the men cry that nilimsomesha, nikalipa school fees, nikijua nitamuoa.
They never appreciate.
They never appreciate.
Never.
And if someone invests on you, you appreciate?
Well, yeah, we always appreciate.
When you say we, you mean the men?
Yes, we as the men, we usually appreciate.
Anyway, after all, it's very difficult to invest on a man. So we get into this conversation. Agnes Njunge.
Yes.
Junge. Hey, man, that's a tongue twister. Njunge.
Yeah, Junge.
It has a nge or nge?
It has a nge.
It has a nge. So
Yes.
there's supposed to be an apostrophe
Yes,
somewhere there.
yeah.
All right. So joins us for this very conversation. Agi, say hi to the people.
Hi, my name is Agnes, and I'm really happy to be here.
It's good to have you this morning.
Thank
you so
you.
much for dancing to the memo. And Denver here, Sir Denver himself did not.
Well,
You didn't get it?
no, I got it. I just
You
decided
decided that you're just going to be that man.
I've never really been good with orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We know you.
Oh,
We have
really?
records of you.
Yes,
we
you
can
have
go
records.
back and check.
You'll
Okay,
never
well,
find any
be
orange. Trust me. Go and check.
101%.
Yes.
Ever in life? No.
Okay, maybe before it hits green on the traffic light, but
Okay.
no.
It's good to have you. Thank you so much for
Glad to be here,
creating
glad
time
to be here.
be with us. And so I can already tell your position, and so let's get Agnes's position.
Okay.
At what point has someone ever invested in you? And I don't know what investment is in this case.
Okay, investment, I would say, it doesn't have to involve money, as Denver is putting it. Yeah, it involves like a lot of. It's a broad thing.
Right.
Yeah, is it time?
Emotional time.
Exactly. So you don't really have to be. You've paid my school fees, so I'm supposed to do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You're being entitled now. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah. So it doesn't really about money, but the amount of time, the emotional support. Are you really there for me? That.
All right.
So that's what I call an investment.
Let's define investments in this case.
Okay, so normally whenever I look at investment, it's providing some sort of value of sort.
Okay, value.
And much as she probably jumped to the conclusion, I don't know if that helps with cardio, but she jumped to the conclusion that I was just looking at money, but I also look at time. When you look at the whole emotional investment, you can argue it out, but normally time and money are the two things that I value quite a lot. And as such, yes, we do invest. And the unfortunate side of it is we usually go for the fairer sex that tends to be a little less appreciative, not unless if it's the way they want it.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a little bit odd.
And so in this case, you're speaking to what's this lesser sex that you're referring to?
No, fairer sex.
So
The us.
the you.
The us.
Yes, the us with the us.
So here we are, and I think it's clear on what investment is. And I know this conversation will perhaps, lead us to more of material investment, more of these things that you say Denver is referring to. Because emotional, my assumption is that, well, by the time we sit down to agree that we are in a relationship, that you're my man and you're my woman, it's largely about, emotions and how they've driven us to this very point. So it's almost automatic that the emotions then are invested. And then the challenge would be on the question of time. How much time do you create for this one person that you love? Forget about the aspect of time. Let us talk about the material investment. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about what is this that you say, I have seen this nice car and I think my woman deserves it. It's her birthday that is coming up and I think she deserves a bomb. She needs to be taken, or she should be taken to this other area and all that. And she is in campus, perhaps the parents are not doing well, or they are doing well, but because I know eventually this is my woman and I want to, bring out the best of her, I definitely go out of my way to pay for her school fees and all that. Have they ever invested in you?
First, I'll start with this. I am of the idea that even if as a woman, okay, I think men in the traditional setting and in the way things are supposed to be, a man is told to appreciate the woman, a man is told to give the woman, and the woman is just told, be there, sit pretty, But
submits.
Yeah, it's okay. Looking at it like now, when you're growing up, you realize the man also like would want some good shoe. You know, would want to be taken out. You know, I preach.
What someone is this that you call me to talk your talk?
Yeah, I'm always of the idea because it's for example, let's say we're dating, it's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. So you gift me, I gift you. You know, you come home, I do 1, 2, 3 for you, and then you come home with 1, 2, 3. You know, it's our anniversary. It's your birthday, I buy you a gift. It's my birthday, buy me a gift. As in, I would really a healthy relationship is one that involves like I do things for you, you do things for me. It's not really a matter of the man should do 1, 2, 3 for me because I am the woman in the relationship. No, if he's going out of his way to save up for you to buy that particular shoe. It's not cheap buying a shoe. It's a woman's shoe is expensive, yeah?
Right.
He went out of his way.
Oh, man's shoe is more
expensive. Yeah, regardless of that, yeah?
Sometimes you don't even have gifts for them.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, what am I buying this man? Because I can't buy a watch. We'll be like, it's a watch. You know? But I guarantee to you, if a woman gifts a man a shoe, he will wear it. And every time somebody compliments that shoe, he'll be like, baby girl, you know, he will really be. So I am of the idea. I'm always of the idea, gift your man. But if you're the one only giving, as a woman, we have this whole, like, we are givers.
Naturally.
You even forget about yourself, yeah? You're just giving the man will not say no. He will keep taking and taking and taking and taking. But if the whole thing is not reciprocative in terms of, I'm just giving, my birthday, I am giving. On your birthday, I'm only giving. I am, when it comes to something, I am giving, but he's not giving back. No, that's the way I
I'd love to understand when we say give, just what exactly we mean. I'll still ask this question. Has someone's son ever invested on you?
On me?
Yes.
Yes. It took me. Okay. In my other. Okay. I'm going to give my case study is the relationship I am in now. My previous relationship, I was the giver. Like I was the one going out of the way to do things. Yeah. So when I got to the relationship that I am in now, it was weird getting a gift or someone would be like, yo babe, Olga, I'm coming to pick you up. We're going 1, 2, 3. It was really new for me, and it feels really nice. Now I get what. As in, I am. That's why. I never understood the meaning of giving until I actually was given. I was like, "Yo,
it's
this is how someone feels."
And so this does not stop you from giving. You continue giving as well.
Actually, we usually compete with who.
You know, like you brought this yesterday.
Let me see what I can do for you. You know,
everything. Yes. And so let me see what I can do for you, Denver. Then we almost get lost therein because the woman will tell you that it's fine. We are sort of used to receiving gifts, so to speak. But there are other things that we give, and we give immensely. These things that cannot be equated to material stuff, and therefore we sort of feel like that is our way of compensating. And so when you bring this beautiful dress, I will not bring a suit tomorrow, I'll not bring a watch tomorrow, but I'll do something extraordinary that involves me, my emotions and everything, and therefore I expect for you to acknowledge that you have been given in return.
It depends. Honestly, I feel like it depends because yes, while I have heard this saying, it's the thought that counts. Sometimes women just have this thing where they reciprocate our giving. I won't even say gifts, but our giving with some low-class, bare minimum level of let me just try and do something, like And I'll sort of use an example because I was actually watching a video yesterday and someone was talking about how the woman's birthday should always come before the man's so that you can see how your man will
set
treat
the pace.
you. Yeah. But anyways, so you find that it's your woman's birthday. You go out of your way, you'll spend money on a cake, and send flowers, blah blah blah, even take out on a trip or something. It comes to your birthday, socks.
Because we said you are so difficult to please, and you're too expensive, by the way.
Well, actually,
socks is not that. It's the toys that count. Let's just remind you of that. Socks. Is that bad?
Socks. Socks. Like in terms of lack of thoughtfulness, socks.
Boxers.
Someone's daughter has ever invested in you?
Have they
Is
really?
it or in? Oh, You can say that. What is this big one that you...
This
you know,
newer
that-
generation of women, I don't know if they know what investment is.
Are you kidding me? They
Oh,
do
no.
socks.
Oh, no, I am very serious. Well, it's not really the socks per se.
Yeah, I know.
I think one of the nicest treatments that I got was I was taken out for like a full day. It was like lunch, plus we did a couple of things for that day. So I actually appreciated the fact that they took the time to at least try and give me as good of a day as possible. The unfortunate side is my fellow male friends. They will talk about how their partner barely invests in them, or at least they won't even say that their partner is invested in them. And there's this entire expectation that guys have, where, especially gifting, I don't know where the hell this whole, oh, my love language is gifting thing came from, but it's been overexploited to the moon. And you're expected to gift. But when it comes time to gift your man, that's when the socks are pulled out, that's when the tie is pulled out, that's when, actually, what else do they give? Probably buy me a small cake. So there's a lot that needs to be done, because the newer crop of women that's coming out, the Gen Zs, the 2000 babies and so on, they're just so used to receiving that they're not giving anything. So I don't know, maybe I should look for one of your sisters. Probably
in this case, we're talking
they know
about
a little
the
bit better.
In this case, we're talking about the ladies.
Yes.
Let's take a short break and then come back on that very note. The Gen Zs need to be spoken to, because
Clearly.
it's important to invest on your man. But then again, also we look at the hindrances and the limits to this heart that would really want to invest on their man, but they're not able to after this break.
Yeah.
Wakati mwingine kama weekend, mimi najiachilia.
Hata ukumbuki history.
Nikifika watu wangu wakinipokea na kupokeleka.
Umeset the mood.
Nimeset the mood, naweza kupokeleka. Nikitumai kwamba mzima popote pale ulipo, nikikukaribisha katika kipindi Mfahamu Kiongozi. Jina langu Elizabeth Mutuku. Katika kipindi Mfahamu Kiongozi tunakupa nafasi kutangamana nao kila siku ya Alhamisi kuanzia saa 1:30 kuendelea siku nyingine. Tutapatana papa hapa umjue kiongozi mwingine.
Jiunge nasi toka hapa hadi ufuoni mwa bahari. Meli yetu itakapotua nanga kwa uhondo ribo ya riwaya hii Mwisho wa Kosa. Monica.
It's early morning in Maralal. Start your morning informed, educated, entertained, and above all, know your country. From the beautiful plains of Samburu County to the skyscrapers of Nairobi, Morning Cafe certainly got you covered. Indeed, a beautiful place to watch and certainly a moment of understanding and knowing your country. Indeed, to the remotest parts of every county. Join me, Linda Alela, every weekday from 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
The diversity of Kenya's wildlife has garnered international fame.
This is pellets that we give to the tourists, the giraffes. We ration because we don't want the giraffes to eat too much of this. We want them to have more of the natural browse.
We may not always get the opportunity to go out to see the wildlife, but you'll never miss the opportunity to see it from the comfort of your couch.
This is home to animals that have been found out there either injured, abandoned, or confiscated from people who are holding them illegally.
Only on TV47 Wildlife, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m.
Disability is a club that anyone can join.
I live with special needs. It means I have a limitation. There are things I can't be able to do personally myself.
And in our journey to talk about disability, we tell the stories of those with disabilities and even sit with specialists to understand what it means for those affected directly and indirectly.
Everybody's life, mine has also been faced with ups and downs. if it becomes a self stigmatized thing where you feel like you are judging yourself too harsh, you blame yourself, and you perceive that it happened because you failed.
Join me, Zainab Mohammed, on Beyond the Limit.
Get into the game and do your thing. It is for her to decide whether she stays on the other side or crosses over.
Honestly,
do your thing.
I will ask them if they're single.
And?
Depending on the next pickup line that I use, if it leaves us smiling, then I'll continue. Because at least now I know I only have one man to fight against. If it doesn't work, I leave it alone. If they're not single,
even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Yeah,
okay.
So your first conversation when you meet a beautiful woman is, "Hi, but are you dating?"
No.
Not really.
Okay.
I'll try and ask something that's related to the context of where we're in.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I'll probably use something dumb, like if, say, for example, I meet you at a bowling alley, I ask you if you're a lot better than me at handling balls. You know, something like that.
No. That is a sure way to start a nice conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, because you can at least use shock value to your advantage.
Gangster points up. All right, here we are, back to the conversation and investing in investing in armor on your partner. Which is which? Whichever way you want to look at it.
I think on.
In.
Agree to disagree.
All right, fine. Ladies first.
We agree to disagree.
Okay, fine. Let's drop that one and say investing for partner wako.
Yes.
So Atakuwa sounds wrong anyways. Right? It sounds so wrong. So here we are, and we're talking about investing. And sometimes you really are in this space. Denver speaks of the fact that the Gen Zs really need to be taken to that space of training. But they are Gen Zs. I am assuming they do not have money as such. I'm assuming they really do not have what you would call resources to, go out there. Oh, they have plenty of this. Or maybe they have. What really is the trigger to investing in your partner? Is it the love? Is it the emotion? Is it the fact that one is supposed to be a gifter? What exactly, how do you work around this so that, you say now, finally, I think I'm in a space where I'll be appreciated and I'll appreciate in return?
I'll tell you this for free, as a woman. If I love you, I will walk barefooted.
I am telling you.
I will walk. Your gifts cost 2,000 shillings. If I walk, I will save that. I will walk from town to home.
Been there, done that.
To save up for the money to buy. It doesn't have.
But is it not stupid though?
It is. But listen to me, yeah. Hear me out, yeah. If I am in a relationship with a guy, I love this guy, yeah, and I am not doing 1, 2, 3. I am doing only one. Him.
Yes.
I will go out of my way to make sure he's happy, he's content in the relationship, and I want my man to feel, yes, niko na mtu kwa, but it sounds stupid when you tell someone, but I've not eaten 2 days because it's babe's birthday is in like 2 weeks. I need to save up. It sounds stupid when you say it out loud, yeah. But when you gift that man, I promise, you feel as in him. Men don't receive gifts as much. So that one gift you give him, he will praise you from here to Uganda.
Okay.
He'll be like, I have a woman in the house.
Okay.
I have a big girl. So, oh yeah.
Thank you.
Like, bill next week ni yako.
Please. Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Friend, mimi niko kwa hiyo bill pia. Tuko tu hapa tunakunywa kwa bill yake. Ukunywa peke yako. Okay. Pesa utas. All right,
So, it's not about finances. As a woman, if you love your man and if you just like in your heart you feel this is the one for me, you will do anything to make him happy, to please him, yeah. So it's not about money. Women have money. If a woman's ever told you hana pesa, anakudanganya.
That's true.
Women have money.
Why do I want to say no to that?
No, women have money.
They do.
Women have money.
From where?
If we're dating, for example,
are you not going to get worried that she has a lot of money that is not coming from you?
Oh, no. I know that women have a lot of
and
money.
She's not that industrious anyway.
Oh, no, trust me, there's a very easy way to explain it. If you actually look at how men spend whenever they go for social things and how women spend when they go for social things,
women
it's very
have
different.
Money.
Because here's the thing. When a guy will go out for a social event, whether it's with guys, whether it's a mixture of men and women, you'll find every so often some guy will cover for another guy. Some guy can say, you know what, I'll cover the entire thing and so on and so forth. With women, they're always going to split the bill.
Okay.
Always. And they split it down to the last cent.
Okay.
So all of that money that's been saved up, especially considering that they'll go for some events and not even spend a single dime. Atatoka nyumba na 50 bob, arudi na 150. Because they was changed from the Uber.
Okay.
Are you telling me that they're not going to have money?
Okay, fine. They have money.
These women
Did you
have
think? Would you be happy if she's investing on you and you know it's a strain, like she says she's had to stay hungry, so that she can save up to invest on you, or you'd rather say, let me not get that shirt, but you are okay, baby?
Okay, personally for me, I wouldn't like to think of myself as that toxic.
Yeah.
But if my woman has to struggle so that she can gift me, then I don't think it's worth it, because for me, gifting doesn't work all that well. I'd much rather spend time with me, or we find something that's a lot more low cost. Because I actually have a heart. Some people don't, but I have a heart.
You do, okay.
If I struggle so that I can get a gift, I can understand why I do it, because ideally for me as a guy, it's almost like, our DNA, we almost more or less get to struggle so we can get somewhere. And we usually do a lot of this so that we can make our women comfortable.
Happy, yeah.
If she's going out of her comfort zone to do it, it's okay. If she's struggling to do it, nah. You don't need to. There's low-cost ways of dealing with that.
Can I say something?
Please.
Yes, please.
His birthday comes once a year.
Yeah.
Once a year.
And you knew.
I literally have 1 year to plan for it. Like,
Uh-huh.
why? There's no excuse why you're not gifting your man. You had a whole year. His birthday is today, so next year at a time like today, it's going to be his birthday. So there's no excuse actually why you're not gifting your man, unless he's not your man. Because if you have options, obviously, you do you. I'm not judging.
Okay.
So there's no way you're going to be invested in it. You don't care how he felt.
Right.
So he got her because they gifted him Shinshidake.
Right.
But if he's really your man, he got a whole year to think about it.
To think about
There's
it.
no
Valentine's is coming. You've got a whole year to think about
people
it.
have been saying about Valentine's from December.
Yeah.
January nafikanga tu hivi uko like, but the Valentine's is coming. You had the whole month to think about what to gift him. Yeah. And I kid you not, like if you can't buy him. Don't if you're not even buying him expensive things, buy him a shoe. Vans cost like 1,500. Yeah. 1,500.
See what umetoka hiyo stage.
Yeah, Vans. Men still wear shoes, don't they?
Oh, honestly speaking, I have a pair of Vans just that I use daily in the house.
1,500.
1,500.
And yeah, all are looking at 1,500 as well.
Or take him to the barber and just spend like 600 shillings.
Okay.
He will just love the idea of just being massaged, and it's 600 shillings.
Okay, the massage, yes. Yes.
But with a man
hands.
though.
As in, like, when you have hands like just like pressing against
from
you.
whomever.
Yeah, like there's a way it feels just really, really nice, because it has this pampering feeling. Trust me, like guys rarely ever do it, but it's such a good feeling.
Dr. K is watching from London, says, just do these things freely without expecting rewards. You will be shocked when you are expecting rewards. I want to invest and expect something in return, don't you?
Okay. With the way he's explained it, I'm not sure if it's a he or a she.
It's a he.
All right. That actually sounds like something that a man would say, because a lot of times when we give gifts, it's not because we're expecting something on the other end of it. We're doing it because we care about our partner. The problem is we do that and the reciprocation isn't there, because you do it the first time, the second time, third time, the fourth time. By like the fifth time, if there's nothing that's being given to you other than, good old-fashioned bedroom fun, there's nothing that you really feel comes in the name of value. Because at the end of the day, you're out there, you're doing whatever it takes. You're getting her a gift for her birthday, you're getting something for the anniversary, you're doing something for Valentine's. Even though you're not supposed to expect something, there's
at least
a little bit of a good treatment that should come out of all of that. But half the time you're finding a lot of our women, a lot of our baby girls out here, they're just receiving. And then when it's his birthday, oh my goodness, it's his birthday, I don't know what we'll do.
Does this then get you as a man, reducing your levels of, appreciating your woman over time? Because you will get this lady who you're always gifting, perhaps you don't get anything in return, and then even after the process of gifting, you end up losing them. And so the next relationship that you're jumping into, you're thinking, enough of this investment, wacha nipunguze kidogo, because then the previous one I did this, that, and everything. Lessons must be learned out of the experiences that we're going through. Is it fair to get into such a space? We start with you before I get his answer.
Personally, no. I think every relationship comes with its lessons. Yeah, I'm a giver. I was a giver in my previous relationship. Now, if I came to this relationship that I am in right now, and the same mentality, I don't give him because you get. But every relation, as in every person let the person you're dating at the moment get the authentic self of yourself. Like he's doing 1, 2, 3 for you. Appreciate that man. You know, let's not talk about material things. For example, let's say he was sick, he came to the hospital, he checked up on you. That's something he's investing in the relationship, but emotionally. When you get better, do for him something. Cook for him his favorite meal. Just say thank you. You know, even just like writing a whole paragraph just saying thank you.
So cooking, and that's the reason why I asked from the onset, just what is this aspect of investment? Is cooking, you know, enough investment to perhaps make you feel like, you know what, I have got something in return out of this, gifting on a birthday, gifting on and all that? Because cooking to me is as good as, you know what, this should be done anyway.
There's a way you can set the whole table and it can come at you guys. I can just cook, pack it, and then we go to a burrata very fast. Okay. And then he will actually he will be happy if I did that, right?
Actually,
will you be?
Right, so here's the thing, because guys don't get gifted a lot. Actually, guys are very rarely gifted, especially today. If she cooks me my favorite meal, it is such a good thing. Trust me. You can cook me my favorite meal, really good thing. You can literally say that I am going to take the rest of the day off from work and I just come and spend the day with you. That actually means a lot for us. Well, provided that, you know, you didn't do it without at least talking to me. But essentially, if you are going to invest in someone, if you are going to treat someone and you're doing it in line with whatever love language works for them, then it's good. If you're doing it even though it's not aligned, for a lot of us guys, we'll still appreciate it because the fact is you took the effort to actually try to treat me. And that's no small feat.
So your previous experience and perhaps an ugly one or a beautiful one, and then you jump into this relationship, how do you handle that aspect of, you know, investing and gifting on someone?
This will now vary on the guy because different guys will invest differently. There's some of us that can give a lot, even buy a car, and you know, like get you an apartment, blah, blah, blah. And then there's others that just barely do anything. For me, it depends on how much I'm giving and the question of how much is too much. Because yes, showing your love is one thing, but if you're constantly doing it, now they'll start to take you for granted. If you've been doing a lot of gifting to the point where now you're being taken for granted and you get out of the relationship and it was ugly, a lot of guys will get into the next relationship and hold back quite a bit, almost as like a reflex to that because they don't want to go through that same piece of hell. For some, if they manage to heal well, they can go back to that. But the point is you need to gauge how much is too much based on whichever relationship you're in.
All right, engaging how much is too much. To what extreme do you suppose someone should go in terms of investing on someone? I know there are no limits to these things. You started by saying that, you know, sometimes you would even want to walk barefoot so that you make your man happy. And we have seen these extremes that, you know, you are meant to excess, even to a point where it disadvantages them, you know. And in this case that I'm talking about, the big investments, these things that you're talking about, school, that someone has not probably studied up to campus, but because they have a lady and this lady would wish to do that, then they put their investment into that. I mean, are you comfortable with a man who's investing, you know, on you to that level, to a point where they really haven't gotten?
First, I'll say this, it will be really unfair for me for example, I have a boyfriend, it will be really unfair for me to accept him to continue investing in me if I know it's not going to go anywhere. It will be really unfair because I know if he's paying for my school fees. He's paying for my school fees because
and deep down, you know,
I know it's not going anywhere. It will be really unfair. So it's really unfair for you to accept the gifting. Like he wants to take you to he was paying for your school fees. He's buying you a car because he wants to make your life easier, because he wants to be able to run errands for him. And then you take the car knowing very well, I'm out. It's really unfair. As a woman, it's really unfair for you to accept the gifting if you know it's not going to go anywhere. But if it's a relationship, as in you guys you have sat down, you've decided, by the way, we are 1, 2, 3. We have a future together, then accept the gifts. But then how far is too far, depending on Depends. I don't know. It depends. Because I wouldn't say how. As in, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how far.
How far is too far?
Do
you invest in them knowing very well? You know the major things. And when we're talking about the major things, do you wait until marriage for you to start doing the major things, or you buy a piece of land?
You don't need to, because
it's for the moment. It's for the love.
A lot of I think with a lot of guys, it might start to make sense once I say this, but it's almost a calculation of time versus money, or a calculation of time and money, because if you have a girlfriend of 5 years, you guys have been working, you've managed to stack up your cash, and you decide to buy a car, it makes sense. If it's done in 3 or 6 months, someone's gonna be like,
simping.
But there you're simping. There you're simping proper. If, for example, you're deciding to go into like the full-on, let me try and invest in her education, and you put her through school, that's a bit of a dicey situation, because now that's like a full 4-year investment. And a lot of times, if you're not educated as a man, your chances of remaining and even getting a woman who is educated is actually a lot lower. So a lot of times you will hear stories of a man who will put his girlfriend or his wife through school, then once school is over and she's graduated, all of a sudden she's like, oh, I don't think this is working out. After 4 years of investing. And that becomes a bit of a dicey situation. Should it be done? I don't know. That depends on the guy. Can it be done? And will it be a really good thing if she still remains? Yes, because now that will be a proper investment.
And here we are. We have perhaps instilled so much fear in these guys to a point where even at the space of marriage, your husband would rather, put that piece of land in the name of your kids and not you as a woman. Well, because there's always this fear that, she would just wake up and disappear. What do you think of that, or what do you make of that?
It's even worse than that, actually.
Yeah? What is this what side of it?
Well, of course, there's a whole story of divorce, but more so than that, when things are being split, if you guys decide to involve the courts, if it's in her name, it's going. If it's in both your names, it's probably going to her. So that fear is there. And worse still than that, we are at the time when both genders are working, both genders can accumulate wealth, but a lot of guys are putting themselves out there. They're pretty much breaking their backs in both ways, just trying to ensure that the family is sustained, that they have at least something to at least fall back on in the name of, say, a mortgage or an investment. But the woman is like, I don't have money yet. They're probably earning 4 times more than what they're saying that they're earning. They have their investments and they've stacked up their cash secretly, unbeknownst to you. That's probably the most scary thing right now.
And I mean, this is a reality today. You march into marriage, your life is at the mercy of your children. If, say, your husband passes on, God forbid, and probably the investment was largely, from his end, because then they have this fear, and that is real. Is that where we can reverse the whole affair?
Relationships are different.
Yeah.
Relationships are very different. For example, I grew up in a home where if my dad wants to buy something, he will talk to my mom. They will talk, and they will agree where to buy the land, how much they're going to chip in, both of them, and then they will have the land. Like they will write the land by their names. Yeah. I want to have a home where that's what we do in our relationship. Yeah, but yes, there is a situation where a woman is stacking up her own money. We also had stories where a woman builds a whole flat, convinces the husband to move from their house to that flat. The husband pays the rent to the wife without even knowing.
Imagine.
We have had those stories.
Yeah.
But relationships are I can't really say, okay, but as in my own view, if I want to buy a land, I would want to sit with my husband, talk it down, do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I have this amount of money. How much do you have? That's the type of relationship.
That's basically what everybody else is
supposed to do. That's how a healthy relationship works. But I can't really talk about other relationships or how they work. They do what they do. But in a normal setting, in a healthy relationship, if I want to buy a land, I will involve him. If I want to buy a car, I will involve him. And then we decide how much is going to go to you. There's also the story about the divorce. Yeah, maybe we get married. Maybe 10 years down the line, I'm like, but this is not doing it for me. I would also want to sit down and not have a messy divorce. Let's sit down and say, today we bought 1, 2, 3 with you, but can I have 2 and 3? You get 4 and 5. I would want that for myself. That's how I want a healthy, as in, I strive to have a healthy relationship. But I can't really talk about other relationships and how they work. So, I don't know.
Investing together.
I'm really for that if it's someone you can trust. Problem is, trust isn't served very well these days, so it is very, very hard to say. Because, for example, I have a close friend who will pretty much go all in for his wife, and they can invest together. And whenever these guys are going through tough times, they'll lean on each other. And it's a beautiful thing to look at.
Yeah.
But when you're hearing about someone who's paying rent for a house, then at some point in the future realizes that the house is owned by the wife, it's a little bit hard to look at the dating market and be like, you know what, I want to get someone I can invest in.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. So what then are we saying,
hard.
you know? And I know some of these conversations that we always have, you know, that's aligned to relationships are pretty tricky, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Aggie says that, you know, it's special and unique to everybody. But there are general spaces where we can get into and pick some things that we can use. And so, in conclusion, what do we say? It is okay to invest in your partner. Do you do your due diligence proper? And how do you begin to do this kind of due diligence on your partner? Or you just live life a day at a time and, you know, love in the best way you know how, gift in the best way you know how, and hope for a better tomorrow.
Ladies
Who goes
first.
first? Ladies first. When before?
I'll say this, yeah. In a normal setting, in a normal relationship where it's a man and a woman who have sat down and decided, by the let's date, I would say go all in for your person, yeah. Regardless of your past experiences in relationship, go all in. Make this man feel special. Make this man feel wanted.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
Matters of the heart.
It's very tricky, but then there's no way. But then there's.
How do you go all out? Am I the only one who feels like, hey, that is not possible?
No, you're not alone.
Personally, when I am in love, when I'm in a relationship, I go all in. And then when if things go sideways,
probably just on the second one, yeah.
Second.
Nah.
Third, maybe.
Nah, I don't think she's gone through it though.
I don't think either.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, who hurt you?
Oh, no,
who
no, no.
hurt you?
No, I'm not hurt.
Oh, whom did we hurt?
Who did you hurt?
All right, fine. Let me offer a counter statement. When you get single, hit me up.
Yo.
Thank you.
Simple.
Okay. She ain't, well, at least she has declared that she's not, yeah?
Yeah.
So here we are.
Fortunately or unfortunately.
We cut you short. Ole, we cut you short as we close.
No, it's okay. Personally, when
Go all out.
Go all out. Do as in, if it's his birthday, buy him a gift. If it's he has been promoted, he's gonna do a job. You know, you can don't buy a gift. Don't, as Denver said, yeah, you can cook him his favorite meal. You can pack a whole thing and just go up to a Burtam and just have a good day. You know. So I'm big on gifting. I am big on gifting, and I will say just do everything to make that, as in to make each other feel important in the relationship, want appreciated. Because there's no way. For example, if I've been in the house the whole day,
yeah,
and I've cooked, I've cleaned, the house is in order, then you just come in, eat, and then go to sleep. Or I am from the salon, my hair looks all good, and then you just.
You're not going to say.
Yeah, I would feel like you know. But if you come in the house like the house is clean, like, hey babe, the house looks clean, you know. Just a word, just say something. Yo babe, numepanga nguo vizuri. You know, just say something. I will feel. Yeah, he saw that. You know, it's a matter of just making the person you're with just feel special, feel wanted, feel appreciated. So I want to say, yeah.
In your own little ways, I think
I'm all.
that,
when I'm in a relationship, I'm all in.
I like a kind of relationship.
So good to be true.
Oh, it sounds so good. Anyways,
we hope it is true.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah.
I honestly believe it is. Not for everyone, but it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like trust is paramount.
Right.
Because if you don't trust your partner enough to gift them, I don't know if you, or at least if you don't trust your partner enough that you'd invest in them, I don't know why you'd want to, for example, say go long term with them. So trust is key. Secondly, relationships are an investment. it's something that I've known for years. It's something that I've told people whenever they'll ask, you know, whether to get into one or not.
Yeah.
And I've always believed that relationships are an investment. Whether you're spending money or you're giving it or you're using up your time or whatever it is, it's an investment. And you need to be very aware of that. Third, when you're investing in your partner, you need to accept the number one principle of investing, which is don't invest what you can't afford to lose.
You know? Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be left with your tail between your legs, you know, just hurting. And then afterwards, you'll end up talking about how women are the problem, women are bad, stuff like that.
And you hurt the next partner when they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, or you end up getting into one of those phases.
Yeah, there you go. I hope that you have picked something very important. Lots of, as well, messages coming in, but time is not on our side. It's exactly 28 minutes past the top of the hour. We should be out of this space in the next 1 minute. Denver, Agnes, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
I know there's
pleasure.
a whole way of looking at this, but yes, the key things that we've said, you know, do not invest on something that you
cannot afford to lose. Yeah.
That is one thing. Also, please do not break your back. Don't go extra. And this is my assumption that when you are dating someone, you should be knowing their capabilities. You know that this one can afford a Range Rover, and so when it's not coming, then you can question. But you as well know that this is the mark that he can go, she can go. So don't expect so much. And also, when you see them going so much, so extra, then you start questioning whether they have
okay.
mugged someone, they're okay, and all that. So thank you so much. We look forward to see you again tomorrow. My name is Linda Alela. You're welcome on this set any other time.
Thank you.
Most of the time.